Wyoming, a land of rugged beauty and ancient history, holds within its vast landscapes a darker side, places where the past lingers, haunting the present. From forgotten cemeteries to historic hotels, these eerie locations carry secrets that refuse to stay buried. Join us as we uncover the first half of Wyoming's top 10 haunted places, where spirits still walk among us. 1. The historic Occidental Hotel. In the heart of Buffalo, Wyoming, lies a place where time stands still and the past refuses to rest. The historic Occidental Hotel, once a lively stop for outlaws and cowboys, now whispers with shadows of its own making. Guests report phantom footsteps echoing in the dead of night, cold spots that chill to the bone, and the spectral figure of a young girl wandering the upper floors, her presence marked by the soft sound of giggling when no one is there. Some say the ghost of a gunslinger still roams the saloon, eternally waiting for a duel that never came. With its creaking floors and walls steeped in secrets, the Occidental doesn't just preserve history, it lives it, and sometimes it haunts back. 2. Buffalo Bill's Irma Hotel. Built by the legendary showman Buffalo Bill himself in 1902, the Irma Hotel in Cody, Wyoming, is more than a historic landmark. It's a portal to the past, where restless spirits still roam. Beneath its grand Victorian charm lies a darker truth. Guests have reported flickering lights, disembodied voices, and the eerie sensation of being watched by unseen eyes. Room 35 is said to be the most haunted, where a mysterious woman in white appears at the foot of the bed before vanishing into thin air. Bartenders speak of glasses flying off shelves with no explanation, and staff whisper of shadows that move against the grain of light. The Irma Hotel may have been built for royalty, but some of its guests never checked out. Estima 3. Virginian Hotel. Standing tall since 1911 in Medicine Bow, Wyoming, the Virginian Hotel is a relic of the Wild West and a magnet for the unexplained. Once a haven for cowboys, gamblers, and drifters, this grand old hotel is now home to something far less worldly. Guests often speak of ghostly figures drifting through the hallways, voices whispering their secrets in empty rooms, and doors slamming with no one behind them. The most chilling tales come from the third floor, where lights flicker without cause and cold drafts snake through sealed windows. One spectral cowboy, seen leaning at the bar or staring from the upstairs balcony, is said to vanish the moment you blink. Time doesn't just pass at the Virginian, it loops, haunts, and echoes through every creaking floorboard. What? George Ferris Mansion. In the quiet town of Rawlins, Wyoming, the George Ferris Mansion stands as a beautiful and chilling reminder of Victorian opulence touched by tragedy. Built in 1899 by George Ferris, a wealthy entrepreneur who died under suspicious circumstances, the mansion has long been plagued by eerie happenings. Guests report the sound of footsteps pacing in empty rooms, chandeliers swaying without wind, and a shadowy figure often seen watching from the grand staircase. Some say it's Ferris himself, unable to rest after his mysterious death. Others whisper of a woman in black, mourning eternally in the tower room. The air inside is heavy, as if the house itself remembers. Behind its ornate beauty lies something darker, something that never left. 5. Sweetwater County Library. In Green River, Wyoming, nestled quietly among neighborhoods and city streets, the Sweetwater County Library hides a chilling secret beneath its foundation, literally. Built over an old cemetery, the library has become a hotbed for paranormal activity. Books fall from shelves with no one around. Computers flicker to life on their own. And in the dead silence of night, ghostly whispers float through the air, speaking in voices no living person can claim. Staff have seen shadowy figures moving between the aisles and felt cold hands brush against them in empty rooms. A child's laughter has been heard echoing from the basement, where no child should be. The Sweetwater County Library may nourish minds by day, but by night, something else entirely stirs within its haunted halls. 6. Historic Atlas Theater. In the heart of Cheyenne, Wyoming, the historic Atlas Theater stands as a grand monument to entertainment and unexplained terror. Since opening its doors in 1908, the theater has been a stage not just for performers, but for phantoms. Actors and crew report chilling cold spots, flickering lights, and the feeling of being watched from the darkened balcony seats, long after the audience has gone. One spirit, a former actress known only as the Lady in Red, is said to appear backstage in a flowing gown, vanishing before anyone can speak. Disembodied footsteps echo through the rafters, and props move on their own as if guided by unseen hands. The Atlas is a place where the show never truly ends, and some souls never take their final bow. 7. Smith Mansion. High in the eerie silence of Wyoming's Wapiti Valley stands the twisted, towering silhouette of the Smith Mansion, a wooden labyrinth built by one man's obsession, and perhaps haunted by it. Francis Lee Smith spent decades constructing the bizarre structure by hand, adding room after room in a chaotic spiral, until he mysteriously fell to his death from one of its upper levels. Since then, locals have whispered of strange lights flickering in the windows at night, and dark shapes moving across the balconies where no one should be. Visitors speak of an overwhelming sense of dread, of being watched from within the wood itself. Wind howls through the hollow halls like voices crying out. Was it madness, grief, or something darker that consumed Smith? One thing's certain: the mansion he left behind is alive with something that won't let go. 8. Sacred Indian Cemetery. Hidden deep within the windswept plains of Wyoming lies the Sacred Indian Cemetery, a place cloaked in reverence, mystery, and unshakable fear. This ancient burial ground, resting place of Native American ancestors, is said to pulse with spiritual energy, and not all of it peaceful. Visitors who dare to trespass report visions of ghostly warriors standing silently in the mist, drums echoing from beyond the trees, and chilling whispers carried on the wind, speaking in long-forgotten tongues. Electronic devices fail without warning. Shadows dart between gravestones, and strange symbols appear in the dirt, only to vanish by dawn. Some believe it's a sacred warning: respect the dead, or be haunted by them. At the Sacred Indian Cemetery, the past is not forgotten, and it never forgives. 9. Old Faithful Inn. Nestled beside the iconic geyser in Yellowstone National Park, the Old Faithful Inn is more than a marvel of rustic architecture. It's a place where time, and something darker, lingers. Built in 1904, the inn has seen generations of travelers, and perhaps never said goodbye to some. Guests report doors creaking open on their own, strange knocking in the dead of night, and the chilling sight of a woman in a 1920s dress drifting silently through the halls. She's believed to be a bride, murdered on her honeymoon, forever searching for her lost love. The lodge groans with age, but sometimes it sounds more like someone, or something, is trying to speak. In the flickering firelight of its great lobby, shadows move that shouldn't. The Old Faithful Inn doesn't just welcome visitors, it keeps them. 10. The Historic Plains Hotel. In downtown Cheyenne, Wyoming, the Historic Plains Hotel exudes early 20th century elegance, but beneath its polished charm lies a tale soaked in blood and sorrow. Legend tells of a bride who, just days after her wedding in 1911, discovered her new husband with another woman. In a rage, she shot them both, then turned the gun on herself. Since that night, her spirit has been trapped within the hotel's walls. Guests report hearing anguished sobbing in the dead of night, encountering sudden cold drafts, and seeing a woman in a blue gown drifting through the hallways, face twisted in eternal grief. Elevators move between floors with no one inside, and lights flicker as if reacting to unseen footsteps. The Plains Hotel offers luxury, history, and heartbreak that refuses to die. As we've seen, Wyoming is not just a state of breathtaking views and natural wonders, but also one where the supernatural leaves its mark. These haunted locations, steeped in mystery and tragedy, continue to hold the restless souls of the past. Stay tuned for the second half of our journey into the spine-chilling world of Wyoming's most haunted places.